watching, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Good ways I need to come into the save. Mort's helping us out. It's Planescape Torment. Last time, our hero, the Nameless One, woke up in a mortuary with no memory of who he was, or what he'd been doing, or really anything. A full-on retrograde amnesia experience. Boy, stop me if you've heard this one before. Still though, this game seems like it's going somewhere with its amnesiac protagonist. And actually, that's something that had occurred to me after I, finished the last part. In terms of the sort of genre, I guess, like, Disco Elysium was in a lot of ways influenced by this game. But it seems like a lot of elements of the setup, actually, are kind of similar.
What's the holdup?
Shh, what do you mean? Shut up! Anyway. Yeah, in particular, just the fact that our main character doesn't remember anything. And it feels like we're chasing after our own shadow in this game.
Well, I mean, you shake a leg.
Okay, I need you to stop interrupting me now. Thank you. Anyway. We don't know who this person is, but we're currently playing as them. But they have a history, people know who they are, know our actions, and are familiar with us to some degree, and we're having to discover that and chase down leads and figure out what the hell we were doing and who we were and why and all this stuff. It's pretty similar in that way. I don't know if we're going to be going to quite the lengths that Disco Elysium did with with the protagonist there.
Telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
But I'm seeing the through line, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, we don't need to talk about Disco Elysium too much. This is not a series about that game. If I wanted to cover it, I should have done so, although, well, there are other reasons why I didn't. But hey, anyway, whatever. So yeah, we got a tip about, or what was it? Oh yeah, there were instructions carved on our back telling us to read the journal and find Farad. We do not have the journal. It doesn't seem to exist, or somebody's taken it. And in fact, it kind of seemed like somebody may have gone out of their way to obfuscate whoever it was that took it as well. It wasn't with us when we woke up, and whoever was supposed to have been, I don't know, taking care of the bodies in the prep room seems to have torn out the last page of the logbook, so we don't actually know what's going on. So I guess I'm just going to wander around blindly until I find somebody who can tell me what's up. Like this guy.
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Oh, well, we're below the text box here. That's a little unfortunate. Davos. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast, and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. It is dressed in long, flowing robes and appears to be floating slightly above the ground. Hello? The creature turns to face you, and a series of symbols appear around its head. The symbols have a slight glow about them, and they just hover there. Oh, for the power's sake, Pike and Davos. What's wrong? He's a Davos. They speak in rebuses, these annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, then we better find a native or some other way to communicate with him, if we want to. An annoying bunch, my bet. They can speak, they just would rather piss everyone else off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. What's a Davos? Jed is a janitor to the Lady of Pain. They float around breaking, fixing, and patching up Sigil. Is it Sigil or Sigil? Are they gonna... Because it looks like the word Sigil, right? Like the English word that's just spelled like that. But I've heard it the other way, and now I don't know, man. I'll just go with Sigil for now until I'm corrected. Fixing and patching up Sigil according to her whims. They're worse than corpse flies. Mort sighs. You can't swat them, though, or the lady'll get, upset. Lady of Pain? Who's that? She runs the city. You'll know her if you see her. She's got these blades around her face. She's about the size of a giant, and she floats off the ground just like these guys. Mort nods at the Davos, who is looking at you both. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. I see. The Dabus waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. A series of symbols materialize above its head. Then they vanish and a question mark appears. Try and strike up a conversation. See if you can translate what the Dabus is saying. I'm probably too stupid to do this, but we'll try anyway. Oh. Maybe not. You ask the Dabus several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above its head. It's extremely patient throughout your discussion, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start to get the hang of it. It feels like you've done this before. Oh. Maybe you can help me. The Dabus waits. Who are you? The Dabus inclines his head slightly, and a stream of symbols appear above his head. You think he's saying he's a Dabus. Okay, well, alright. Other question. What are you doing? A batch of symbols appear above the Dabus's head. You think he's saying he's attending to his duty. Or duties. Very descriptive. I had another question. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? A lone symbol appears above the Dabus's head. This one shows a metallic female mask with blades coming out of the sides. Just looking at the ghostly image makes you uncomfortable. That's all I wanted to know. Farewell. The Dabus bows slightly. Symbols swirl around its head, then it turns away. Okay, well... that wasn't entirely super helpful, but... alright. A door! I don't know, let's just walk into this person's home. Quick save first. A small dwelling. Who's this? Angyar. This man looks haunted. His eyes are half-lidded, as if he had trouble sleeping, and his hair is long and unkempt. His beard is flecked with bits of dead skin and old bits of food. He doesn't seem to notice as you approach. Hello? The man glances up at the sound of your voice, and his slack expression vanishes. It looks like someone has lit 2 fires in his eyes. What be your business barging into my house? His eyes narrow and his teeth clench. Get, or I'll send you back to whatever grave you crawled from. I don't know what accent I'm going with here, but it's fine. Let's not pick a fight with the random person whose house I've walked into. Calm yourself. I had some questions. The man's face turns blood red, and he begins shouting. Are you daft? With a snarl, he spits at your feet. You filthy scar-ridden dog! Off with you! Or even the powers won't be able to save your hide. Okay, I'll just leave then. The man throws a parting shot at your back. You'd best never cross me again, you wretch, stinking bastard! Okay, I'm leaving. By leaving, I mean I'm gonna talk to your wife. This woman looks to be in her middle years, and her hair has streaks of gray running through it. Lines of worry crisscross her face. As she sees you, she seems torn between asking you to leave and calling for the man at the table. You'd best leave, for I call my husband. He won't take kindly to you having barged your way into our home. Call your husband and you'll both die. I think I'm not going to say that. If you were going to call him, you would have done so already. I have some questions for you. She glances toward her husband, worry in her eyes. I have not the time, stranger. Do not be troubling me with such things. Excuse me, are you alright? Me? She seems surprised. Oh, I... She lowers her voice. You'd best leave. Me husband has not been himself of late. You'd best not provoke him with your presence. I spoke with him. He seems troubled. What's wrong with him? He's been out of sorts of late. A touch of the cough, maybe. She gives an unconvincing half shrug. What's really wrong with him? I think he's done something he regrets. Her worried expression melts into despair. I think he signed one of the dead contracts. I cannot imagine what possessed him to do such a foolish thing. Dead contracts? The dead, the dustmen, have contracts that give them the right to someone's body after they die. What do the dustmen do with the body after death? Animate it with their black magics, turn it into one of the walking dead, make it a worker till... She looks at her husband helplessly. Till it rots away. Why'd your husband sign such a thing? He may have been go eager to bring home some more jink than custom. He's prideful, but I think he's hurt himself more by doing so. Your husband won't need his body after death. What's the problem? The ghoulishness of the contract aside, it's his nature that's been changed. He's become sullen and dark since doing the signing, and he can't seem to rouse himself to look for honest work. It's like the lady's shadow hangs on him. She sighs. Can this contract be undone? She looks at you surprised, then sighs. I've tried. I've spoken to the dustman he did the signing with, but he's cold and chill, like all the dusties. He even lectured me on me husband, as if I had no right to try to help him. Her lips became a tight line. Her lips become a tight, thin line, as if picturing the dustman's face. He was cold, cruel, he was. Let me see what I can do. Who was this dustman your husband signed the contract with? The dusty calls himself Gravesend. I know not his first name. He has a table at the dustman bar in the hive. Gathering Dust, I believe the place is named. You can most likely find him there trying to get more people to sign his contracts. I'll seek him out then. Where's this Gathering Dust bar? Head out to the street outside, go to the memorial stone, then head south and west from there. She taps her finger against her chin. You should run right into it. There's one of them, her face wrinkles in disgust, walking corpses out front. Very well, I'll go see what I can do. I won't turn away such a friendly gesture. She seems grateful. Then her worried expression returns. But I must ask you not to let on I asked you to do such a thing. My husband has a terrible temper, and if you were to find out... She shudders. Vow or lie? Can't make any promises. We'll have to see what happens. Then I ask that you keep as quiet as you can about the matter. Very well, okay, I kind of skipped that last part. But hey, we're out. Alright, hey, I got a little quest to do. Alright. Works for me. Alright, oh, right, shift click, yeah. Hopefully that that accent wasn't horribly offensive to anyone. I'm trying out here, okay? It's not exactly my strong suit, but you know. If they're gonna have text that's, you know, clearly accented like that, I'll at least try if I feel like it's within my capabilities, you know. Which, you know, arguable whether it is or not, but hey. Who's this? The smiling middle-aged woman trots up to you and curtsies. Lo, sir, and well met. For merely a single cup of common, I can offer me services as a tout. Somewheres I can point at for you? What's a tout? The woman looks at you skeptically, then shrugs. Tat's a guide of sorts, sir. I can help you around this part of the hive, I can. I'll probably just wander around aimlessly until I find what I need. I mean, it's not like getting directions is really gonna help me find anything anyway. No thank you, I'm alright. Hive thug. You see a heavy-set looking man. He has a stone-faced expression. Hi. The man looks at you for a moment, grunts, then raises his hand, revealing a wicked dagger. He smiles evilly and begins twirling it in a menacing arc. Hi. Oh. Okay.
Damn. What's up?
Well. Yeah, you better fucking run. Okay, well.
Did you see that?
Okay.
I'm gone.
There. I chased them off, I guess? Well, that was fun. Okay. A harlot. Oh, I probably don't, require the services of a harlot right now.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of the deaders.
Okay. Hello, Anna. Okay. Alright. Really friendly around here, aren't they? You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. Pike off, she said. Yeah, I caught that one. Hi. Girl ignores you. Who are you? The girl sneers and makes an obscene gesture with her tail. Pike off, you clueless sod. Hey, I just want to ask some questions, man. Why is everybody around here so hostile? Hi, what is it you want? Cool, good first impression here. You know you've got a tail? I'm sure that's gonna go over wonderfully. Oh, well, whatever. What am I gonna do, offend her? Do I now? The girl looks at her tail. So I do, and here I was thinking that it was a trick of my eye. My, aren't you a sharp cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you piss off to whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me nor my tail is for trade, Jig. Alright, I was just curious. Oh, okay, sorry, this is more, alright. It's just as well neither you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out a living with him anyway. What are you about, you blighter? Say it again! He said, and I disagree. I don't feel like that's helping, dude. Like, what are we doing here? It's it, and I agree, oh god. Yeah, well, I mean, he said that you couldn't make a living of selling your stuff. Oh, it's good I sell corpses then, eh? You look ready for the dustman's furnace, skull. Sell corpses. The dustmen pay a little jink for anyone with a will to scrape debtors off the street and bring them to the mortuary. This is me territory, though, so don't you even think about fishing for debtors here, right? What do the dustmen want with the dead? To bury them proper like, send them all to their right plane and make sure everything in the multiverse be nice and tidy. Plane? Aye, plane! Be the gulf between your ears so wide me words echo? Pah! You ask me too many questions, scab. Pike off and nail someone else with your questions. I said one more, though. Bar that, I have nothing more to say to you, Bert. Get! Okay.
I've never seen something so ugly I've not. Aye, slow Sigil day it is.
Okay, Sigil. Alright. Sigil it is. Fair enough. Hey, these guys... I just kind of thought they'd, like, disappear, but no, I don't care enough to hunt these guys down. Just... as long as they leave me alone, we're fine. Okay. Well, how about you? What do you got to say? This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble, and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Aye. The figure doesn't budge. There's a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi. Who are you? Pox am I. Hi. Pox. Mother and father named me, wished a pox upon firstborn. A curse given came true. It did. Hi. Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Oh, I had some more questions for you. What are you doing? Wait for debtors, do I? Hi. Debtors? Corpses? Why? Find a debtor, take him through the gate, get some jink. Then again I wait. Hi. Through the gate? Why? A debtor's to a dustman what coppers to a collector. Bring them the dead. They give you copper at the gate, they do. Hi. Why do the dustmen pay for the dead? Streets clean, dead is put in their place, streets don't stink, dead aren't lost. Kept inside gate, all happy. Hi. What do the dustmen do with these debtors they buy? All debtors inside gate, put them on slabs, cut them up, bury them, or make them walk. Hi. I mean, we kind of got all of this from when we were in there, so I don't know that this is super worth pursuing. Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi, only debtor or dustman go in gate, they do. You want Pox make you debtor again? Again? Hi, many time you ask, Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many time, hi. So, we've met before? Hi. What do you know about me? You a debtor who don't stay debtor for long, hi. Deal square with Pox, you do. Know anything else about me? Okay. Do you know anything else besides that? Okay, alright, we're just gonna kill me, then I want to get inside the mortuary. Okay, well I guess we can go back if we really need to. But for now, it seems like maybe not something we need to worry about. How about I just pretend to be dead? No, that's okay. I had other questions. You know someone named Farad? Hi, Farad, collector. Big name has weight, casts long shadow, it does. Hi. Collector? Hi, collector. Gather debtors, bring them to Dustman for Jink. You know where I might find him? Hi, in the hive here he is, somewheres. Hi. Can you be more specific? Hi, somewhere in the hive he is. Farad hide he does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding? What do you mean? Hi, many hates him. Other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Farad at all, hi. Sharegrave? Hi, Sharegrave big name, carry weight, casts long shadow he does. Tell Pox what to do he does. Would your boss, this Sharegrave, know where Farad is? Hi, Sharegrave knows dark, he does. Know Farad a hiding, he does. Sharegrave in Ragpicker Square, many blocks west of here, hi. Say Sharegrave that Pox send you, tell him. Sharegrave becomes sharecropper with Pox, he will, hi. Ragpicker Square west of here. Okay, do we have anything else? Plus a journal, you wouldn't happen to have seen one, would you? No journal have I seen. Things get lost in the hive, never found again. Maybe journal one of them, hi. Okay. Looks like that's about all we've got to get here. And this would be the front gate of the mortuary. Probably don't really want to go back in there just yet, considering how much of a pain it was getting out
Watch, Chief.
in the first place.
Natural. Casual.
Also, apparently we can't even get in the front. They just won't let us in, so that's fine. Alright. What else? Frightened Hide Dweller. Why are you frightened? What's there to be scared of? Oh. You see a man in tattered clothing. As you approach him, he suddenly stops and begins to look around, frightened. You there, hold a moment. Let's just spook the shit out of him. The man looks startled, then takes a step back. Eh? What you be wanting, Cutter? His voice is shaky and he seems taken aback by your scars. I'm nothing on me, so's I don't, and my rags are not worth the trouble. Run and I promise you won't get far. It's just like scare the... I mean, he's clear... Wow, but like what am I gonna... What's the point? Like, he's not gonna tell me anything Calm yourself, I'm not here to rob you, I had some questions. He keeps a safe distance and his eyes dart from side to side as if expecting something to step out of the shadows. Questions, you said? And, what might those questions be? Can you tell me about the city? What do you want to know about Sigil, then? What is this place? The city. City of doors. The cage. Place where all doors lead to and from. Center of the plains. Gets most of the backwash from all places, too. Some say this is where everybody ends up at one point or another. City of doors? AI. You see, Cutter, the city is... He frowns as if struggling with the words. The city's got a batch of doors scattered through it, and you see, the doors... He frowns, then sighs. The doors... Let me rattle my bone box a little more sense. You see, there's doors all over Sigil, but they don't always look like doors. They're more like portals, see? And they can just be, they can be just about anything. A window frame, a picture frame, an archway, a barrel hoop, space between a table's legs, a statue's legs. You're saying all of these things are doors. Frowns again. Portals can be anything that's closed on all sides. I'd tell where they are, unless you got a key to the door. That how you get here, Carter? Through a door? What makes you say that? Well, you don't act like you're from around Sigil, see? What are these keys you mentioned? Each door's got a key which makes it open, see? Most times you won't even know a door's around you unless you got a key. Then the door opens and you can step through and take your chances. Trick is, you know how I was saying that doors can be anything? Well, so can keys. They can be a tune you hum to yourself in a door, a thought you'd be having about pastries, or a little jig you do. Maybe the key's an object, like a piece of glass or a cobblestone or a broken tooth, anything. That's pretty confusing. You get used to it, you do. Where did the doors go? Doors can go anywhere. Some don't even lead to the same place twice. He sighs. You see, such is the way a number of the doors that they lead to almost anywhere in the plains. Anywhere. It's just that there's so damnable many of them, it's hard finding the ones that take you right where you want to go. Okay, what about these slums? He looks at you warily and his brow furrows in confusion. What you want to know about a hive cutter? Why is it called the hive? He looks puzzled. I don't know. He looks frightened that he doesn't know the answer. Mess of streets, mess of people, mayhap? What's around here of interest? It, depends. Depends on what you find interesting, cutter. I'm looking for Farad. Name's not one I know, cutter. Who is he? He's a collector, I think. He thinks. Well, then he most likely has his kitten ragpicker square then. You might want to look there. During the day, that is. Not a nice place at night. Where is that? A few blocks from here. Go west from the mortuary as far as you can go, and you'll run right into it. Careful when you're round there, though, cutter. The collectors there don't always wait for a body to die before collecting on them, aye? Okay. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? Mistress of Sigil? You've not heard of her? You must be blessed or more clueless. Know little about Sigil, indeed. He laughs weakly. Lady's words law here in Sigil. Thinks for a moment. Except she don't say much. Dead silent she is, actually. Some law. He looks at you warily. Don't want to be talking too much about her, cutter. You don't want to cross her shadow, nor be singing her praises, all right? Now, let's say no more about it. Rattling your bone box about a lady's dim indeed. You know someone named Farah? No, yes, that. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one, or do you know where I might find one? You're missing a what? He looks confused. No idea where you'd find such a thing, cutter. Okay, well, that was actually kind of helpful. So yeah, as far as my my sort of knowledge of Planescape is basically that I'm being attacked by thugs. Okay, cool. All right.
Die.
Well. Anyway, what was I saying? Right. So yeah, I guess the idea is that the planes, or the outer planes, there's the material plane, right? Which is Earth, I guess, whatever. It's where,
I'm gone.
You know, your standard Dungeons and Dragons-ish stuff happens, right? Your cities of men, and forests with elves, and whatever. Your forgotten realms and such are generally exist on the material plane. And, what is this? What is she doing? Okay, whatever. And when you die, then you go to the outer planes, I think is what they're called. If you suck, you're probably going somewhere that sucks, like the Abyss or the Nine Hells. And if you suck less, you might end up somewhere that sucks less, like Elysium. And Sigil is kind of like the hub that connects to all of them. And I guess you can move between them to some extent. It's sort of an afterlife, but like not really. And this kind of connects into what Dahl was telling us about the true death and whatever, that whole thing. That's the very short version of it. I'm sure we'll find out more as we go. What on earth are you doing? What is going on in here? Blast, I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they're evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? My apologies for disturbing you, farewell. Oh, okay, I guess we don't want anything. Well, I want to rob you. How's that for an idea? She doesn't seem to mind. Also, she has nothing worth stealing. Oh, well, she literally has nothing. Alright, well, okay. That was fun.
Gone.
Good. Can I get in here? I don't know. The obsidian wall has thousands of names carved into it. This obsidian monument has names chiseled on it. Interesting. Savtai, Quentin, Death of Names. Oh boy, there's so many people to talk to. Oh god. The man before you looks to be middle of height and years. He is stout with a thick bullish neck and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Aye. The man throws you a glance. There's room, cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains, he scoffs. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's on one that'll split this stone in twain. Points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there. Hammer it in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye, Quentin smiles ruefully. Dusty, scratch the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. Dustmen record the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye, scratch them on this rock and scratch them on the walls in this place too. Quentin scoffs. I don't know why they take the trouble to take a counting of the dead. Dusties have more care for the living. The living? You know, about the dustman mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see? They're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without them asking to mourn some poor living Burke for you. Why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter, he shrugs. I want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pay of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book, it is. Ever know anybody who came back after their name was put on there? I mean, come back from death? Quentin shakes his head. Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. He shrugs. Still, considering the plane's going forever, I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. Well, that's about all we're getting from him. Oops, I see. Thanks. What about you? This woman's face looks broken, and she is covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She is cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands, and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument at the names there. Hello? Psst! Get you back! The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sevtai? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now there's nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos men? Chaos men, faction, they says. What they are is an addled bunch that runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Sorry to hear it, I guess. How about you? You see a dustman with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than the left, and he keeps tucked to his side as if cradling a small child. Hello. The dustman's eyes slide over you. Name. The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name, can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died.
Updated my
What?
journal.
Given a name when you're born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Very many names here, death of names has. Tell me a name, I'll show its grave. Theonara? His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at a section of the wall. Buried. Examine the spot he's pointing at. Chiseled into the black stone in tiny cramped writing is the name you requested. It is almost lost beneath the sea of names around it. I had another name. Once again, his eyes seem to slide over you. Dahl? Well, I mean, he's not dead. He shakes his head. Not dead yet, that name is. Not buried here. Not time, not time. Adon? Is that just like a random name? No? Okay, alright. I'd like to bury a name? He nods and then unfolds his small hand from where it is cradled on his side. It looks atrophied. It is the size of a child's hand. Cost jinx to bury a name. 3 coppers. 3. I don't know what the point of this is. No, I guess not. Alright. Well, whatever. Vines with black leaves. The stems look extremely sharp. Ow.
Done.
Oh man. These guys are annoying. I kind of feel like I want to kill them just so that they stop bothering me. Dude, they're so fast. Get back here, you. Oh my god. Problem solved. Who are you, Bane, the scholar? You see a heavyset man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in a high voice. Craddock, good sir? What? His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offense. He gives a slight bow. I am called Bane the Sender. Oh, I didn't read that right, that's fine. Third child of Dai Bane the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. No apologies necessary, Bane. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bane looks like he is in pain. But alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be you have heard of such a man? No. Bane gives a deep sigh. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet, fortune has not chosen to favor me. I might be able to find him and deliver your message for a price. Bane's face lights up like a lantern. Probably Bane's face lights up like a lantern. Of course, good sir. If you can find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall pay you for your troubles. Alright, what's the message? Bane recites the message, almost like a mantra. The shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I am told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I'll pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me find him? He's said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he's an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that, good sir. Okay, it's enough to go on for now. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. I will see to it your efforts are rewarded.
Updated my journal.
Very well. Very well. Oh god, there's another one. Damn it, why can't you all just die? Alright, yeah, lock him in. Yeah, got him. Alright, good job. Oh, I should probably be looting them or something. Oh, okay, hello. Oh my god, this is annoying. Alright, they're just gonna spawn forever, probably. It's not worth running around chasing them. Alright, are there any, like, NPCs or anything? Oh, there's the post. I guess it's the news. I'd like to know things. This filthy-looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped, and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains covered from head to toe. Judging from the smell and the texture, the stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body, and several notices have been nailed into its chest, back, and head. I thought I was in bad shape. Don't all those nails hurt? The corpse makes no response. Let's have a look. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You'd guess that the zombie is frequently used as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin still have rocks and bits of glass lodged in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of its head. Ouch. Examine the graffiti and notices. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One text to his back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The one on his forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant. One on his chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad. What about the graffiti? It runs from obscenities about the dustmen to slogans glorifying what appear to be local gangs. One piece of graffiti catches your eye. Someone has carved the name Farod on the corpse's left arm, then slashed an X across it. What else we got? Post for the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. To those hive citizens wishing gainful employ with the most honorable, and generous Sigil government, inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats. Bounties paid. Copper given for each rat tail brought. Tails must be genuine and from rat only, no cat, dog, or fiend tail accepted. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Phineas T. Lort, the 39th, I guess. Anything else? The bill of fare. Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read, as the words Smoldering Corpse Bar have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. Smoldering Corpse Bar? The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points far to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. That reminds me of a job I had once. He seems embarrassed. Well, I mean, without the arms. Wonder if this would work with other notices. Official notice. Public notice by the order of the Judiciary Council and in accordance with the citizenry of Sigil, let it be known that those defacing a registered servant of the Dustmen, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or by posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant, by order of the Hall of Speakers. Did they do this, like, was this ironic on purpose, or just, okay, forget it. Want ad? Wanted, able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustman cause. Will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interested parties inquire with initiate Gathering Dust Bar. Gathering Dust Bar? Okay, he's pointing me to the west. Okay, I think that's basically it. Pry out the cobblestone that's lodged in his head. You grab a hold of the cobblestone and pull it out of the corpse's head. Traces of brain matter and rotting flesh slowly drip from it. It looks like whatever was in its head turned to ooze long ago. Why'd I get 250 experience for that? Oh well, whatever. Did I get... Oh yeah, I got the cobblestone. Still has traces of brain matter dripping from it. I wonder if I can... if I need this for something. I assume Anna's talking about me when she's saying she's never seen something as ugly. And I don't appreciate it. It's very rude. Hang on, who is that? Who's that running around? Come back here, you. Hey! Come back. You see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair is disheveled and dirty, and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns cover her arms, and her right hand is a fused lump of flesh. Looks melted, like wax exposed to a great heat.
Dated my journal.
Hello? What is it you want of me? The woman's accent is thick, and you are having difficulty making out what she is saying. You wanted me to leave? Not leave in the city, so I can't try it. It's not a city, it's a prison everywhere. Everywhere? There's worlds, Her eyes gleam madly. Plains that be sinking sands, fields thirsty nettles be, sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate, cities of dust whose people are dust and whisper ash, a house without doors, the twilight lands, the singing winds. She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all out of tears. And shadows, the terrible shadows there be. What are these places? Where's in places? She flings the lump of her right hand at an arc, gesturing at the cityscape. They's all here be. Oh god, ow. They's all here be. Doors to everywhere. Okay, I mean, we kind of got this already. You're not knowing this. She squints at you and her teeth start chattering. Tell you will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this thrice cursed city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouth of a statue, spaces between shells, between any space bounded on all sides. All these are doors to other places. What do you mean? Key? Yeah, we kind of got this already. Oh god. Why did I do this to myself? Every door has a key, it does, and with this key they show their true nature. An arch becomes a portal, a picture frame becomes a portal, a window becomes a portal, all eager to take you someplace else. They steal you away. She raises the lump of her right hand, and sometimes what's on the other side takes part of you as a tithe. What are these keys? Keys number as many as the doors of the city. Every door a key, every key a door. Her teeth start chattering again as if she's cold. And a key is anything. It may be an emotion, an iron nail held between second and fifth fingers, a thought that 3 times, a thought 3 times, then thought once in reverse, or maybe a glass rose. And these are all keys that open these doors. Yes, her teeth chattering, and she clenches her mouth closed and squints her eyes. Yes, can't leave. How'd you get here?
My journal.
She seems to calm slightly and her eyes take on a 1,000-league stare. Came from a place else from here, almost a life ago. Hummed the tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. Brilliant door opened in the space between the crushed trees, showed me the city on the other side. I stepped through, ended here. Why can't you go back? Tried! She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried all doors here lead to other places. She shudders and grips her melted right hand. Went through thrice 10 portals, some of purpose, some accident. None of them are right. None of them right. Can't find way back. There must be a portal that can take you back. Can't even leave here, the square, and there, the place of death behind the gate waits for me. She points at the mortuary behind the gate, then turns back to you, her face desperate. Can't go anywhere in the city. You can't go anywhere? What do you mean? Anything could be a door, any arch there, any door here, could be a portal, don't know the key, could get sent to another horrible place. Her teeth start chattering again. Gotta stay away from closed places, all could be doors. Could have a key on me, and not be knowing it. You're afraid to go through any door or arch because it might be a portal. She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this? She squints. Since the last time I walked through the last portal, the place where my hand... She stops. Since my 10th turn-in. I'm in my 4th, 10th turn-in now. Her teeth began chattering again. 30 years? You haven't walked through any door for 30 years. Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at you, her teeth still chattering. Okay, now we have to make a decision. If you got here, there must be a portal that can take you back. It's only a matter of finding it. She smiles. Her teeth aren't chattering because she is cold. They're moving around inside her mouth, her gums twisting as the teeth shift about. They rise and recede as you watch, chattering as they rattle against each other. What? She hisses at you. Only takes 1 portal, you steps through accident, the drive the fear into you. I went through thrice 10, lost my hand, burned my flesh, and lost my sense. She looks at her feet. No more. Sorry, if I can find some means to help you, I will. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay, well that was interesting. I didn't really get anything done today, kind of just ran around and talked to a bunch of people. Well, I mean, we learned some things. That's gotta count for something, right? That's about all my throat can take. So, I guess that'll do. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? Okay, next time I'm gonna check this building out. What's in here? I don't know. Also, then after that, maybe we'll actually go and do something that we're supposed to instead of just running around and talking to random people. Okay, see you then.